it's Isabel. So in today's video, we're going to be doing my hair, my signature big voluminous vintage inspired hair. I thought it'd be a good idea to mix a Q&A and a hair tutorial. So you guys are getting 2 videos in one. I'm going to be answering you guys' questions on love and romance. So I got a lot of great questions here. I can't get through all of them, obviously. There's so many and so many great questions. Gonna do a mix of advice plus some personal questions that you guys may have for me. So I'm just going to start to comb through my hair. This is my natural hair in its natural state, not blow dried or anything. This is just how it dries naturally. So it is quite straight with a slight wave to it, but mostly straight. I'm just using this Tangle Teaser here today. Now, Tangle Teaser, I know it sounds really rough on the hair, but it's actually quite nice on the hair. Before I get into this video, I do want to let you guys know that this video is sponsored by Keen. And for any of you guys who have questions on love and romance and you want to talk to a spiritual advisor on these things and you would like to discuss your particular situation, if I don't answer your question in this video, I highly recommend that you check out Keen. I have worked with Keen many times in the past. I have spoken with incredible advisors and they have answered a lot of my own love questions and a lot of my questions, just life in general. And if you don't know what Keen is, it's an online spiritual advisor service. So you can speak with psychics, tarot readers, empaths, clairvoyants. You can get answers on anything from love, money, relationships, any questions that you may have, life path, breakups. So I would highly recommend that you visit my unique link down below and take advantage of the special offer Keen has given us.
By clicking the link, you will get your first 10 minutes for just $1.99. All you have to do is fill out the questionnaire to find your best psychic match, and you will be given a list of all of the advisors that are best suited for your needs. So love, relationships, money, whatever questions you may have, you can find an advisor for you.
I'm not really huge on doing sponsorships, but since Keen has helped me a lot and I have gotten a lot of clarity and answers on my own issues in the past, I'm happy to talk about Keen to you guys. The beautiful thing about Keen is that you can speak to a spiritual advisor straight from the comfort of your home, either through phone call or through chat. I've done both. Chat is really quick and easy, and a phone call, of course, allows you to pick up the energy of the reader, and the reader can pick up your energy as well. Highly recommended. I will put my favorite advisors down below. Maybe you guys can have a chat with one of them. Don't forget to check out the special offer. Visit the link in the description, and I hope you guys enjoy Keen as much as I have. Let's get into it. First thing I'm gonna do is just separate my hair from top and bottom. Usually I will bobby pin my curls in place after I curl them, but I just want to make this as simple and easy for you guys, so I'm just gonna skip the whole bobby pins. But if you want really tight curls, really tight waves that are gonna last a long time, and you have more fine hair or hair that's straighter or doesn't hold curl, I'd highly recommend that you use bobby pins to hold them in place while they cool. How long should you stay single after a breakup? There's really no timeline. I believe that we should allow ourselves to heal first before jumping into a new relationship or looking for a new relationship, because you don't want to bleed on somebody who hasn't cut you. Now, what does that mean? Let's say you were really heartbroken and cheated on in your past relationship, and now you want to get into a new relationship to spite your ex or just to not feel lonely anymore. Now, the problem with this is that we can often take out the insecurities from a past relationship and put it on our new relationship. So it's important that you heal from whatever happened from the situation, that you allow yourself to heal first, so that you're not carrying on the old energies from the past relationship into the new relationship. You want to make sure that you start on a clean slate and that you're completely over your ex, so that you won't ruin anything in the future with an amazing person. So take as much time as you need. I would recommend you don't jump into anything too soon. You know, give it at least a few months before. Of course, you know, everyone's situation is different, but I believe that we just need to give ourselves time to heal. So let's get on with the first curl. So all I did here was split the bottom section into two, and then I'm taking each side and splitting it into two again. So I take rather large sections of hair. This is what gives you the volume. And also the curling iron is very important. This is the Duval curling iron. I've had this for like 2 years. It's the best. I use it a lot. The top fell off, but it's basically a clampless, about a 1 inch. It's a pretty thick barrel, I would say. But the thicker the barrel, the bigger the curls. I take a large section and I just wrap it around. Now I don't go up too high on the hair shaft, and I always curl in different directions. So the back pieces I curl inwards, the front pieces I curl outwards. You can see I curled this one inwards. I hold it there not even for 10 seconds. And then this is where you would use the bobby pins if you want to do that. So for really tight curls, you're just gonna get 2 bobby pins and crisscross them like so, and just hold them there, and then you can let it go. So if you want looser curls, kind of like what I'm doing today, I'm not going to bobby pin them. I'm just holding them in my hand till they cool a little bit. And then when I feel like they're sufficiently, I mean, they're not gonna be completely cool, but just kind of let them loose. I don't touch it, I just leave it. Now, the sections closest to my face, I curl away from the face. It's very easy, guys. Literally, it takes 10 minutes to do this. I'm probably going to be done with my hair before I finish all the questions, honestly. Thoughts on when a guy says you can grow more without me? I think this is a cop-out, okay? When a guy tells you, you can do better than me, you'll be better off without me, you don't need me, either he's trying to manipulate you, which only you really can tell if he's the manipulative type, but a lot of guys use this excuse of, I'm not ready, you're too good for me, to give you a hint that you should move on, that they don't really want you. Because trust me, guys, a guy who really wants you, he's gonna level up in life in so many ways just to make sure that he's good enough for you. A guy who really wants you, he's gonna do whatever it takes to be with you, to get with you, to be the right man for you. If he thinks you're out of his league, he is going to level up, trust me. But this is a cop-out from guys who don't wanna hurt you, but they want to give you a subtle sign that you should move on. If he might be going through something, that could also be him being self-aware and being like, I don't wanna hurt this girl. But anytime a guy expresses that he doesn't wanna be with you, don't chase him. Don't chase him, give him space. I can't stress that enough, but literally don't ever chase a guy, ladies. Okay, so you can see how it's like really tight like that. That's what we want. So this is the other side. We're gonna just do the exact same thing. So split it, equal sections here, 2 pieces. All right, this is a good question. How would you express your romantic interest in someone without coming off too strong? I guess I'm kind of in a different school of thought. I used to be the type of girl who was like, okay, if you like a guy, go up to him and tell him. But I am more of a behind the scenes kind of player. I'm not a player. The way I do it now is I am friendly. You know, friendliness is always good. Always want to be somebody's friend first. Don't go and pursue a romantic interest straight off the bat. Why? Because you want to get to know them on a friendly level. Okay, so I'm just curling this kind of away from the face because I'm right-handed and that's just like natural to me. But really, guys, it doesn't matter which direction you curl the bottom pieces. The top pieces will matter. So when we get to the top, I'll show you. So we're just holding it there and then doing that. So be his friend first. If they're in your class or you work with them, make conversation, things like that, but don't chase. You don't have to straight up and tell a guy, I like you. Men are natural chasers. Men naturally like the chase. That's why a lot of them go after women who are more emotionally unavailable. And I'm not telling you to be emotionally unavailable by any means, but that's why men want what they can't have. And the girl who's like after him usually won't get the attention. Just be his friend. Just be friendly. Make polite conversation. Get to know this person well. And they like you back, they will chase you. This person will go after you. You really don't have to exert yourself. And I think that's what a lot of women don't realize. Like, I know that we're told, go after what you want and things like that. But when it comes to psychology of dating, you need to make sure that you know how men work, because then you're gonna be like, well, it never works out, or why does it never work out with anyone? And you're afraid of coming on too strong, and you know that coming on too strong is going to scare the guy away. And you know, I don't make the rules. I don't know why it's like this. I think men are just biologically like that. Don't put so much energy and emphasis on somebody that hasn't expressed interest in you first. What are the main 3 qualities in a man that you look for? Intelligence above all. I like intelligence, emotional intelligence as well. It's so important for me to have somebody that I can talk to about different ideas, current affairs, politics, philosophy. I need somebody who I can have deep conversations with. I need somebody who has similar morals and values to me. So whether that is, you know, spiritual or religious, family values. I want somebody driven. I really love men who see what they want and they go after what they want. I don't like men who sit back and let the woman do everything, and I see that a lot nowadays. A lot of men just kind of let the girls take charge, and that's cool. If that's your dynamic and that's what you want, yeah, sure, go ahead. But for me, I like men who take charge, and positive, of course. I need men who are positive, who are go-getters. I just think that's the most attractive thing, when a guy's like, this is what I want and I'm going after it. That's just, to me, oh my goodness. How to stay mentally strong and not dependent when in a relationship. It's very important that you have a life, friends, hobbies, and passion outside of the relationship. I think it's so natural for us when we first get into a relationship, or we've been in a relationship for a long time, to kind of make our whole world revolve around that person, or we slowly kind of just put other stuff to the side to make room. And that's natural. But it's important that you are conscious of, okay, today you go hang with your boys or your girls, and I'll go hang with my boys or my girls. I know that it's natural. You want to have your partner always there with you. You want to share with your partner a lot, but it's so healthy, guys, to spend time away from each other. Like, my mom has this saying, I don't know if it's like a saying in Spanish, but whenever your legs are together for too long and they're walking and rubbing against each other, they burn. So you have to see yourself and your partner the same. If you guys are always together, always rubbing up against each other, you're gonna eventually burn and get sick of each other. So just make sure you have your hobbies, your friends, your family, and always remember that you are whole and complete on your own. Also, meditation is so important for your mental health, for your mental strength. Working out, exercising, living an active lifestyle, having your own goals and dreams that are, you know, they don't have to be separate. If you see this person in your future, of course, you can plan to have them in your future, but also don't give up on your career. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on these other things just because you're a wife now or you have a partner. We live in an era where women can have a family and a career, so don't take that for granted. Does leveling up in life help attract love? Thank you, Isabel. You're welcome, my love. Yes, and not only does it attract love, it attracts good people. Okay, so I'm just gonna take down the top halves. I take this top section of hair, like my bangs, what my bangs would be, and I take it to the side. So I kind of split the hair and just take like one section here on the side. So I'm gonna take this, so this is just a side piece here. So like I said, the front pieces, I'm always gonna curl away from the face. So when you level up in life, you not only attract love, but you attract really good people. You attract people who are on your level, because we're magnets to the universe. Whatever we're sending out is what the universe will bring back into our life. When you level up mentally, when you level up emotionally, when you level up physically, it's like you know your worth and you're at a higher vibration than somebody who might be manipulative or somebody who is just trying to use you. It's almost like when you level up, you learn your worth and you don't settle for just half-ass effort, half-ass love, and things like that. When you view yourself differently, you start to say, okay, well, I want somebody who's going to be able to meet me emotionally or financially or mentally or whatever it may be. I want somebody who will understand my path, not settle for the same type of people that have broken your heart in the past or who have hurt you in the past. Also, when you level up, you become more attractive because your energy is more contagious. It's like, wow, your aura changes. You're like a shiny new diamond and you're shining and people want to come and, you know, see you and look at you and admire you. So it is definitely really worth it to level up, not just for relationships, but just for yourself, for what you'll tolerate. Have you ever manifested a specific person? Yes, I have. I manifested something or someone and it ended up, you know, over time, I'm just like, kind of over it. If you're not really passionate about the person or passionate about whatever you're trying to manifest and you're just doing it to test out, because I'm a very effortless manifester, guys. Like, I will think about something or someone and it'll show up. I'm just like that because I believe so much in the law of attraction. I've practiced it for so long, and it's just become part of me, part of my thought system, that I naturally manifest. And a lot of things I manifest, I realize, you know, I'm not that crazy about it. So yeah, I have manifested. It is very possible, and it's a lot easier than people think. If you guys want a video on how to manifest a specific person, then let me know. How do you stay hopeful that there's someone out there for you? This is actually quite a large chunk here. So I'm just gonna take this large piece. So curling this away from the face, like that. If you don't believe there's somebody for you out there, you can manifest somebody. You don't have to give up on life just because it hasn't been going well, or don't give up and be like, oh, maybe it's my destiny, I'm gonna be forever alone. You can change any situation you've been in. You can change your future. You can mold your future. You mold your present. You mold your life. I think to a certain extent there is a certain destiny. I think we are destined to meet certain people because they're a part of our story, but also you are a manifester. You can change the situation, and I believe that everything that is in our life was manifested in one way, shape, or form. So if you don't believe there's somebody for you out there, then there probably won't be somebody for you out there. But if you believe that there is somebody out there, even if you don't know who the hell they are, even if you don't know how you're gonna meet them, relax and you let go and you just live your life and enjoy. I promise you, you will find somebody. Somebody will find you. It's not even about going out and looking. There's a quote that I love. Someday someone will walk into your life and make you realize why it didn't work out with anyone else. And I truly believe in that. And every failed relationship in my past has brought me to a better point in my life. You don't have to find the one right now. You don't have to find the one tomorrow. We all have our timelines, our own needs. Don't be stuck on the past. Know that you control your future. This is a really great question. I lost my dignity many times in relationships. For example, asking them to stay when they broke up with me. What advice do you have for moving past shame / gaining dignity back? Forgive yourself for the times and the moments of your life when you didn't know better. You were just learning. You were younger. You didn't have as much experience. Perhaps you didn't have the level of self-love you have now. And that's okay, guys. It's just a learning experience. Okay, so I'm about to go through this and not even explain what I'm doing. So I'm taking, like I said, the bangs, and this part I curl backwards away from the face. And you can take it as deep in as you want, or you can start out here if you want a looser curl. But if you want like that nice vintage Rita Hayworth, Veronica Lake kind of thing going on, you want to make this as tight as possible. So on this section, I would highly recommend you use a bobby pin to hold it up, because it has to stay up like this. But if you don't have a bobby pin, it'll stay put. Even me in the past, I did things in relationships that I look back and I'm like, you know, I cringe because I'm like, oh, Isabel, like, but it's okay because I didn't know any better. Nobody told me anything, and it's a learning experience. Take every failure, everything, every shameful event as a learning experience. Now you know not to ever act undignified towards yourself. Don't ever settle, don't ever beg for anyone's love or attention. And if someone breaks up with you, let them go. You know, you don't have to beg for them back. Eventually they see the error of their ways, or they want to come back, and you know, that's up for you to decide if you want them back or not. But don't stay stuck on the past, because let me tell you, make a conscious effort or intention to release your past. Make a conscious effort and intention to forgive yourself, forgive the people, and move on. Odds are that person that broke up with you, they probably have something in their past. I look so silly. I look like Bam Bam from Flintstones. It's okay. We all make mistakes, especially in love. We all do things we're not proud of. We all settle for something, even myself, but all of that is a learning experience. When a full moon comes along, write it out if you want, burn it, and set the intention that you're gonna move on from the past. That feeling of shame, that guilt, that loss of dignity doesn't really exist. Only what exists is the fact that you're giving it attention, or you are constantly giving it energy, which you don't want to do. What can I do if I'm so attached to my mobile phone waiting for him to answer? What I'd recommend is that you keep yourself busy. Either put your phone on airplane mode, or, you know, delete the text, delete his number if you don't want to text him anymore. I don't know what your specific situation is, but literally just go do something else. Go to the gym, go hang out with some friends, go hang out with your family, go take your dog for a walk, go read a book. Literally just keep yourself busy. I cannot stress this enough to you ladies out there. Keep yourself busy. Stop waiting around, because let me tell you, men can feel that energy. When you are after them or waiting for them or eager, they can feel it. They can feel that desperation. So you just gotta be like, you know what? Screw it. Fuck it. I'm ignoring him. I'm not gonna get on my phone. I'm gonna delete an app if I need to for a whole day. Give yourself a day, give yourself 2 days, and you're gonna start to get over it. Focus on things that make you happy, that make you excited. If you take your focus away from something, you take away its power. Do you believe that love is the strongest, most intelligent, and powerful energy in this universe? Yes. But not the type of love that we're taught, like, oh, I love you so much. Love as an energetic force, which is unconditional love. Loving someone or something, not because of how they make you feel about yourself, but just as they are, just for what they are, just for their own existence. That is very powerful. When you love someone and you give them that love as strength. So if someone's going through a hard time, and you give them unconditional love and support, then that love can literally heal. That love can transform lives. That love can inspire others to do so much. So yes, I believe love is so very powerful, and it is probably the most powerful thing in this universe. The ability to love, which is not really something that other animals feel. Other animals get together to procreate, to keep their species alive, but for us, it's kind of like in a different level of consciousness. Of course, I believe, you know, some animals can have love, affection, or care for others, but what us humans, us spiritual beings, us divine beings, what we experience is very, very powerful. What if both of us didn't want commitment at the beginning, but now I feel something else? Always make your feelings heard, you know, ask. Be like, hey, you know, we are doing all these things. I feel like we should take our relationship to the next level. And let me tell you something, if you want to take your relationship to the next level with somebody, if you were just like friends with benefits, which I'm not a supporter of a friends with benefits relationship at all. Ladies, don't sleep with somebody if they're not committed to you, you know, if they're not like, okay, you're my girlfriend, you're my wife, whatever, because then you're giving away a big part of yourself that needs to be earned. And I believe that you are a prize that needs to be earned. So have the conversation. Don't be afraid of saying what you want. You don't have to be overly assertive and be like, no, we need to, you know, I want this, I want that. Don't nag people. Don't try to force people. Don't try to manipulate people. Just say, hey, I feel that what we have is a great thing and I would like this. If he's like, well, you know, or if he shows even a little bit of hesitation, back off. Once you make your needs known and he hesitates or he doesn't know, you back off. Don't try to force anyone to be with you. Don't try to, I know you guys can't take me seriously with this hair, so I'm just gonna comb it out now. So I'm gonna take my Tangle Teaser and just gonna brush, literally, just brush out the curls. Ta-da! So now that this part curled, you can see it's like really, really bouncy. So the reason why I curl it backwards is so it can go in either direction. So I could either put it on this side or I could put it on this side. So I'm just gonna do this side first, oops. And you might have to play with your hair a bit. Like I totally made this super Veronica Lake style here. So if you want your hair to look a little bit more, you just run your fingers through it and literally it will stay like this. If you guys have finer hair or straighter hair, you can use a hairspray here or a texturizing spray. I've never used a texturizing spray, but apparently it is really good to keep this like, you know, with volume. That's all there is to it, and this hair can literally be casual or not casual, whatever your vibe is. Throughout the day, it will fall down and be a little bit less poodly. You can have like a 1970s vibe as well. So you can do 40s or 70s, or depends on how you part your hair really. But yeah, and this Tangle Teaser, it does the job. My hair is actually pretty glossy today, but if you guys want a little bit more shine or gloss in your hair, then take some kind of serum or an oil. This is the Atomy Hair Essential Oil. I literally take 2 tiny drops. I don't put it on the scalp because then it'll make it oily, but you just kind of take it onto the ends here. That's the hair. If he says no, just go away, because girl, if you want commitment, you deserve commitment. If you want to be in a happy, healthy, committed relationship, ask for it. If they don't want it, then they're not the ones for you, okay? You don't have to wait or beg or spend your life waiting on somebody to be ready for you. If they're not ready for you now, move on. Okay, here's another good question. Is it worth waiting for somebody to be on the same page emotionally as you are? Love you too. If somebody's not on the same page as you and has expressed to you that they're not ready for you or ready for a relationship, that is a sign we need to move on. I know a lot of amazing women, a lot of amazing people who are waiting, and you know, clients of mine as well, who have waited around for somebody to be ready or do certain things for them, and they're always feeling like they're not good enough. And the problem when you wait for somebody to fall in love with you or to be ready for you is that it slowly eats away at your self-worth, at your self-love. You start to question yourself. Why am I not good enough? Why isn't this person ready for me? I'm ready for them. I love them. Why don't they feel that way about me? Unrequited love is one of the hardest things to deal with emotionally. So if you're dealing with unrequited love, please take all of that love and energy that you are pouring into this relationship or this connection or this person, or in trying to be good enough for this person, and put it into yourself. You know, block, delete numbers, you know. Tell this person, hey, I'm not going to be in this situationship anymore. I'm moving on. I'm sorry. Delete their number. Don't answer them anymore. You don't have to explain yourself. Just cut it off and move on. Don't let your emotions get in the way. And I know, and this is just going off on a tangent, and I feel like maybe a lot of people need to hear this, but emotions, guys, emotional intelligence is so very important, especially in the dating game. Because how many times have you poured out your entire heart to somebody and they're like, oh, this isn't good enough, or they just weren't into you and you just did all this, and now you're kind of in a hard place because you're like, I gave all of my love, I gave all of my intention, affection, I showed them how important they were to me, and that wasn't good enough for them, you know, or I slept with them and that wasn't good enough for them and now they ghosted me. That's why it's so important that in these scenarios, you don't go crazy, don't start texting like crazy or stalking them on social media or going to their house or doing all these things. Just cut it off and step back. As hard as it may be in that moment to cut off contact, to try to move on, as hard as it is, guys, cut off that energy you're giving to that person. Meditate, go for a run, go hang out with friends, cry it out if you have to, but do not, I repeat, do not open your heart or give your heart to somebody who can't handle it. Don't give all of this to somebody who can't handle it, because all it's going to do is leave you feeling drained, leave you feeling like you're not good enough, and leave you in an awkward situation, which I want you to avoid, especially if this is something that has happened to you a lot in the past. Maybe now it's time for you to change and start to level up mentally, work on yourself, work on who you are. I want you all to imagine yourself as a queen sitting on her throne, a queen that doesn't have to go out and search for the knight or search for the other king or search for the prince. He has to come to her. He has to come to her door. He has to come on his chariot with his entourage and come and meet her, because that is what you are. That Cleopatra energy, you have to be in that energy. You don't have to chase. As women, we have what they want. We have that. The problem is nowadays, us women think that sleeping with a guy because they think, okay, well, if he doesn't get sex from me, he's gonna get sex from somebody else. But that's not the point. Of course, he can get sex from anyone, but not you. You are a queen. And I'm telling you, my beautiful viewers, I'm telling you this so that you know that you're supposed to be in that goddess energy, the divine feminine. We can literally create, we create life. Yes, of course, we need men to have babies, but what I'm saying is we are the portal of creation. We are that energy. The media and all these people out there want us to sell ourselves short. Having sex and doing all these things, we're told that that's empowerment, which do what you want, okay? Do what you want. Don't do things to make other people like you. Don't let your emotions get the best of you. Yes, we are spiritual beings and our emotions are beautiful, and we shouldn't hide our emotions, but you shouldn't give your emotions away to somebody who doesn't deserve them or who doesn't understand them, because then your energy is going to be harmed. Your essence will be harmed. The divine feminine is not being honored, and we must always honor our divine feminine. So don't wait for anyone to be ready for you. You decide whether you're ready for someone, not vice versa. If they're not ready for you and you were ready for them, too bad, so sad, they missed out on you. So move forward. You are the prize. Don't ever wait around or beg anyone for love. Next question, have you found love again? This is what I'm gonna say about this. I did talk, I wasn't like super open about my previous relationship, but I am a very private person, and even the little bit, like I never had, you know, the past person on my channel. I never did videos with them. I did talk about them. I did post photos with them. After the breakup, I realized, you know, it was really hard just to have people asking about them and where are they, or are you broken up? And I don't like that kind of intrusion in my personal life. You know, these videos, this channel isn't really about me. It's about helping people, giving advice, talking about the law of attraction. And of course, I talk about my own experience in here too, because I like to relate back with you guys. But that whole experience, I learned to keep things quiet. If I am or I'm not in a relationship, I don't think I'm just not gonna talk about it, because outside influences can harm a relationship, and I don't want that. Until I get engaged and married, you guys will know if I'm in a relationship or not. And it's not because I don't want to share with you guys. I would wish I could share everything with you guys, but I just prefer to keep things private. And I think privacy is so important, especially in this age where everything's out there. This is a really great question. I always hear such mixed advice on the matter. How do you be open to love but not chase it? Being open to love is just an intention. You know, if somebody invites you out on a date, you go on the date. If somebody expresses interest in you, give them a chance. That's kind of being open to love, and also it's about loving yourself first, having self-love. The thing is, guys, when we're heartbroken, it's so easy for us to just kind of shut off and cut everyone out and say, I'm done with love. I don't want to date. I don't like guys. Guys are evil, or girls are evil. And yeah, you can be in that energy for a while, but if you really want a relationship in the future, then you just have to learn how to express love in different ways. So expressing love to your family members, to your friends, your projects, to your career, to just life in general, living in love. Love is a state of mind. It's not just romantic. Love is so much more. It's the love you have for God. Chasing it, however, is you getting on dating apps, and I'm not, okay, I know this is not gonna be a popular advice, but I would highly recommend, I don't care if you live like in a literal desert where you don't meet people or you never get out of the house, I would recommend you don't get on dating apps. Because when you get on dating apps, you are basically trying to sell yourself, you know, and I'm not saying like for money or anything like that, but you're trying to advertise yourself as like this, you know, you put your best pictures up, you put a bio up, you swipe through people like their products on a website, which I'm not in favor of. We're so much more than that. It's very shallow. A lot of the men on Tinder and things like that, they just want one thing. Whenever you're in a vibration of love, when you live in love, you naturally attract people to your life. When you know your worth, when you are in that goddess energy, and goddess energy, guys, is about respecting and loving yourself and acting as your higher self, showing up as your higher self, taking care of your spirit, mind, and body, leveling up, you know, whether it's in fitness or in your career or whatever. When you're in that energy, you will attract men left and right. It doesn't matter if you walk into the post office or the grocery store or the gym or at work, you will have men after you. I have never gone out to bars to meet guys. I have never been on any dating apps. I have never, you know, I work from home. Like, I'm not a super, like, I'll go out every weekend kind of person, but I meet people all the time, whether it's on travels, whether it's on, you know, different things. And trust me, when you're in that high vibration, you know who you are, you know your worth. That self-respect is so attractive. So that's what I mean about chasing love. It's okay if you want to be in a relationship, but don't be desperate for it, because you are whole and complete on your own. You must live your life as if you're whole and complete on your own. Fill your life with all these amazing things. you know, working your passions, working your hobbies, and you will naturally attract people to you who will be interested in you, either friends or romantic partners. So it's all about just being in that goddess energy. You have creation and the divine feminine within you. You are a prize. Whole empires have been toppled because of a woman, you know, and that just goes to show you we have more power than they want you to think. A lot of men know this and they're like, women are evil, blah, blah, blah. And a lot of men know that we're powerful beings, which is why a lot of men want to hurt us or play with us or don't want to fall in love with us. But it's okay, you know, those men aren't for you. You're after high value men, not little boys or guys that don't know what they want or aren't at the same level as you. So level up in life, and you'll see that everything will fall for you. And once you stop chasing it, it comes to you. That's just the way it is. Okay, I'm gonna answer 3 more questions and then that's it for this video because I know it's gonna be a long one. Best tips for a long distance relationship. Met a guy before moving as an exchange student, want it to work. Okay. So I have been in a long distance relationship, didn't work out, but I have seen my own sister had a long distance relationship and now she's married and they're living together and they have a baby. So I have seen 2 sides to it. From my own experience, the reason why it didn't work was because I was not into the relationship anymore. The distance was hard because I always had to travel to the person. It felt very draining for me. And you have to make sure that this is like somebody you really want, because if it's just somebody that you're just like getting to know and you don't know if they really want, or you don't know if they really want you, then I wouldn't pursue it because it's just gonna be really draining and really hard on you emotionally. But if you're both on the same page, you both have plans to live together or to move to the same city, then pursue it. Make sure that you're both traveling to each other, that you're FaceTiming every day. Trust each other. So make sure that you can trust them, that you feel that you can trust them. Don't bring insecurities from the past into the now. And know this, guys, distance means so little when somebody means a lot. Doesn't matter how far away, especially in this day and age, doesn't matter how far away the person is. If you really want to be with that person, if you really want to make things work, then you will. If you two really love each other, there is nothing that can come in between you two. Anything is possible. Like I said, I've seen it happen. You can even manifest this, you know, use the law of attraction, visualize yourself married already. If you believe this is the person for you, know that nothing can get in the way of that connection. This is a great one. I definitely know he's the one, but how do I get rid of this anxiety? I might fuck this up because it's so perfect. Okay, just enjoy the present moment. Stop looking so far in the future. If you want to marry this person, you can manifest marrying them, okay? Just visualize yourself with the wedding ring on about a year after the marriage. So visualize yourself after the end. So if you want to marry this person, you don't visualize the middle because then that will break it off. You visualize the end or past the end. Always visualize in the first person. I talk about this in my last law of attraction video I did. Visualize once, really feel the feelings of you being married to this person and just let go and relax. The universe will make everything happen for you. The universe starts to work in your favor when you decide what you want, and it will start to move mountains and things and everything for you to be with this person and for you to have a lasting relationship. Be grateful in the moment. Be grateful for them. Manifest for the marriage and just relax. Act naturally. Have fun with them. Last question ties into this one. How should we act with our specific person once we've attracted them? Act naturally, like I said. You don't have to overexert yourself. Everyone is you pushed out. You know, don't worry about the how so much. Don't worry about how long or the time or whatever. If you're enjoying them, if you're enjoying them with you, just be grateful. Be infinitely grateful. You may have fights here and there. You may have disagreements, things like that. But you don't want any contrary beliefs to what you have manifested, because then you can lose them. So just act naturally. You don't have to overthink. You don't have to, you know, be monitoring your thoughts or anything. Once you have it, it's yours. If the universe already brought them into your life, they're yours already, okay? The only thing that can change that is you deciding that you don't want it anymore. You allowing past experiences or past limiting beliefs to come in. So if you have limiting beliefs from the past, write them down in the complete opposite. And then you start to visualize yourself with these new belief systems. Congratulations on manifesting your specific person. That's wonderful. It's totally possible, you guys. Don't fret about love and relationships. I have a few videos on being single and happy, feeling whole and complete on your own, things like that. And I will link them down below for you guys, because and I've noticed this a lot. I've gotten a lot of questions in my Q&As and in my live streams about love and romance and chasing people and being after people. And what I'd highly recommend is that you fill your life with so many other things and people and experiences. Enjoy your life, whether you're in a relationship or not. We're always rushing to have someone because we think that having someone will somehow make our life better or make us feel less lonely, but that's not true. A lot of the things that we think a romantic relationship will fix or make better, we can find within ourselves and do on our own. So look at life as a balance wheel, as a pie chart, and every section of your life has an equal part. So career, family, finances, health, fitness, relationships, they're all a section of the pie chart, and we have to have them all balanced out. Sometimes they'll be out of balance whenever you're working on projects or whenever you just get in a relationship. It's normal to have, you know, all of that feeling and all your energy into the relationship. That's completely normal, but it's important that we are conscious of the fact that life is what we make it, and it's not all love and relationships. You know, I'm a person who's very independent, and to me it's the same being in a relationship as it is, I mean, not exactly the same, obviously, because when you're in a relationship it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of energy away from other things. But to me, emotionally, the way I feel about myself, I mean, I'm a hopeless romantic, I'm not gonna lie. I love romance, but it's not the end all and be all. Romantic love is not the end all and be all. So just live your life in love of everything you do, with everyone that's in your life, of everyone who helps you, that helps you grow. And you'll see that everything will just line up, and you really don't even have to exert yourself. My goddesses, my divine beings, that is it for today. I hope this Q&A helped you. I hope you liked the hair tutorial. And also, guys, don't forget to check out Keen. Visit the link in my description to take advantage of the special offer that we have for you guys, just for my viewers. Especially if you've never tried Keen before, please go out and try it, and you could get an answer on your specific situation or your specific person, or if you want to know if there's somebody for you in your future, or if something's gonna happen in your favor, go ahead and visit Keen. They will answer a lot of your questions. And if you like this video, please hit thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified when I upload next. Feel free to follow me on social media. I'm on Instagram and Twitter. Links are also down below, and also check out my podcast. It's called Taking Back Your Power, available where all podcasts can be heard, and the link is always in the description of these videos as well. And I love you all. Stay in a high vibration. Don't forget your worth, and always remember this: no matter who you may be in this life, no matter what you may look like, no matter what your current situation is, if you're single, in a relationship, divorced, widowed, married, whatever it may be, always remember this: your true beauty, your true worth, and your true power always come from within. I love you all, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.